Alright, we are on tiermaker.com. I didn't make this tier list, so ignore all the ads that are all over my screen. But we're gonna be ranking Ace Attorney and Danganronpa cases because I just felt like it made more sense to do a video combining those two. The first game had the best cases like consistently because after the first game, there's definitely a trend of like having more fillery cases or like some that are really good and some that are really bad. But the first game did really good with all their cases being amazing. So the first one, even though it's a technically like introducing you to the controls of the game, cuz yeah, it's going to be mediocre cuz it's a trial or a tutorial case, but it's still better than most tutorial cases. 1 2 good. We get Maya Fey, we get to be introduced to Miles Edgeworth. It's just, we get the iconic autopsy report scene. It's great. 1 3 might be a hot take, but I'm actually gonna put it above 1 2. Okay, because even though it's a filler case, it does have its character moments, which not all filler cases have, unfortunately. And you get the interconnected lore between all the people, and you get to see Miles get humbled repeatedly, and you get the iconic unnecessary feeling scene. So I think it deserves that spot. 1 4, come on. We know where 1 4 is going. It's just so, like, even ignoring the whole Rightworth part, it's just the way it's all interconnected and all the evidence and like how everyone plays a role in it, like Maya and Larry. Like, Phoenix would not have been able to save Miles if it weren't for the help of everyone, and you really feel that in this case. And it's just so poetic justice to see Von Karma get what he deserved. So it's, and we get the freaking parrot thing. That was funny, and it's just so good. Rise Against the Ashes, again, I really love Rise Against the Ashes. Even though it's longer than it probably should be, I very much am an Emma Skye fan, and I really liked that whole thing with her and her sister, and I loved seeing Rightworth work together again, and even though it was made, like, as a bonus case, it's still, you got the sense of the interconnected lore between all the people, and with the forgot his name, but like yeah, you get the lore between all these side characters. It's really good, and even though it was kind of annoying rewinding the footage in that with the badger, it was still good. It was still so worth it. Like this really made me like enjoy Emma Skye. Basically, it's just Emma Skye. 2 1 again is mediocre because it's a trial or a tutorial case. 2 2 is pretty good. It's one of the many cases we gotta defend Maya, but we get introduced to Pearl. We get a little bit of background on the Kurain village, so that's kind of cool. 2 3. Actually, what is 2 3? Now I have to Google it. Oh, wait. 2 3 is, I believe it's the circus one. And actually, kind of a hot take. I really, I think it's good. I think it's good. It's not as good as the filler case from the first game, but it's, yes, it dragged on longer than it should have, and it was very fillery, but it was just so, I don't know, like, again, the relationships between the suspects and just the people in the circus, it feels lived in. Like, not, because filler cases later on, especially in the Apollo Justice trilogy, genuinely feel like a waste of time, whereas these filler cases feel like you get a sense of their culture and their history and their personalities and their relationships and what's really at stake here, as like they're about to lose one of their best acrobats or whatever, and the whole lore with his brother. Like, everyone gives this case kind of a hard time, and I get it, but like, this was back when the filler cases were really good, so I'm okay with putting it here. 2 4, this is when. Oh, okay, this one is a really good case. Because not only because, Miles Edgeworth comes back, we got Shelly the Killer. The killer delivered the bear.
The killer then delivered the bear to his client.
We got the Matt Ingard stuff. Adrian Andrews. We get, oh, such a good case. I think Maya gets kidnapped or something, like, again. And, like, Phoenix's moral dilemma in that case is so good. And I know Justice for All isn't really rated as highly as some of the other games, but I do think Justice for All did the best with its overall message, because after the Phoenix Wright trilogy, I feel like a lot of the messages of other games in Apollo Justice are very much a little preachy, they're a little in your face, but Justice for All is kind of like what it means to be a defense attorney and what it means to fight for the truth and how much you're willing to risk for that, and it's something that Phoenix really needed to learn, but it's not so in your face about it. But I think this trial really shows the stakes in it and stuff, so I really liked that. Trials and Tribulations, ooh, love this game. 3-1, I mean, any of Flashback Case is gonna be outstanding. And I mean, it's fun playing as Mia, like, she has a sick outfit, and it's just so cool playing as her. 3-2, we got Godot. I think this, actually, what is 3-2? I don't remember. Oh, okay. This one's, oh, oops, that's the wrong one. This one's kind of a weird one. I admit this one is kind of as a filler case. It's a little disappointing, but I mean, we get Godot at least, so it's, it is, no, I have to put it mediocre. I didn't care for the whole, like, the Ron DeLay and his wife or whatever. It was kind of weird. This one, again, mediocre. Trials and Tribulations has some really good cases and some really bad cases. So, yeah, 3-3, yeah. 3-4, Bratworth. We love Bratworth. We're putting him up here, and we get more stuff on Dahlia Hawthorne's crimes continued. 3-5, I mean, come on. 3-5 is incredible. Just Trials and Tribulations, and that final case especially, would not be so good if it weren't for the foundation of the other two games and the lore we know. Like, again, I feel like this is what the original trilogy did best, is, like, the interconnected lore within each case, and showing what's at stake here for Phoenix Wright, and you really get a feel for that in Trials and Tribulations, and it's just it's so cool. It's such a good case. I was on the edge of my seat throughout that entire thing, and we get to play as Miles Edgeworth, like, sign me up. Alright, we get to the dreaded, okay, I'm not hating on the Apollo Justice trilogy, but there is kind of a decrease in quality with the cases, I'll just say that. 4-1, I will say, though, one of the strengths of the first Apollo Justice game is Christoph Gavin, because this is the first case that's actually good. That's not just a tutorial case, it's actually good. So, I will give it that. 4-2, I mean, mediocre. Like, we're literally, all I remember from that case is, like, looking for stolen panties or something. It was weird. And, like, that's his sister, bro. Like, that's weird. Which, by the way, they still don't know their siblings. Even in Spirit of Justice, they still don't know their siblings. They better know at some point. 4-3. Yeah, I liked this case more than I should have. I feel like if you aren't a Clavier fan, that case would probably be pretty fillery, but I liked it. 4-4, I mean, it was good. We got to see, like, the lore well, not really. I was gonna say, I got to see lore between Clavier and his brother. Not really, actually. You don't really see any 𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬 lore, actually, which is really disappointing. But we got to see that sort of face-off, which probably should have been more epic than it was. But we got some reveal about the Trucy's family and stuff. Actually, I'm demoting it. It's not as good as I remember. Okay, Dual Destinies. Okay, this one actually is the dreaded Dual Destinies. 5-1. It's okay, I guess. 5-2. This one is the first one going in disappointing. That was the most fillery waste of time case I have ever watched in my life, I think. And there was, like, genuinely nothing important in that case. Like, at all. Except maybe the introduction of Bobby Fulbright. But other than that, there's nothing worthwhile in this case. Like, at all. Like, I don't... Like, yeah, no. Because none of the other characters in it really ever return. I mean, even Juniper's more important than Jinxie. So, yeah, it was not... That was not it. Similarly, 5-3, disappointing. It's a little bit better than the other one, but it kind of just felt like a weird, like, high school drama sort of thing, and it was just a waste of time. I mean, at least we got to see 𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬, but they kind of ruined his model, so was it really a win? 5-4. 5-4 was good, because we got to know a little bit more about Apollo, but then again, that kind of felt like a retcon. And then that later felt like a retcon, so I don't know. I mean, it set up a few things, I guess. I don't know. I kind of like seeing Apollo go through his whole, I don't know what to call it, phase or whatever, but yeah. 5-5. It is really good. 5-5 is a really good case. I really liked, again, they brought back the whole interconnectedness with the lore and the characters, and it was cool because we had Apollo on the side sort of doing his own thing, almost as an antagonistic force, which was kind of cool to see them, like, divide up their priorities and have Phoenix, Athena, and Apollo having their own motivations and stuff. The problem that keeps it from being an outstanding with the other final cases is that the message feels very preachy at the end, and it kind of wraps up a little too nicely, because, I mean, the stakes were, like, ridiculously high in this case, like, ridiculously high, and I mean, I feel like, I don't know, it felt a little preachy there at the end, and I wish they had dwelled a little bit more on Apollo's whole, like, grief over his friend, because they never really let their characters grieve, especially not in Apollo Justice, when they absolutely should be traumatized by this point. I mean, especially Athena, like, the poor girl is literally the psychology character. She does not get to grieve at all. It feels like she's almost there as, like, toxic positivity, which she should know better. She's literally the psychology character, but okay. But, whatever. I did not play the DLC for 5, so I can't do that. I also did not play the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, so I can't rank any of those. 6-1, I'm gonna be honest, is gonna be disappointing. It just felt so slow. Like, slower than it needed to be for a trial case. 6-2, mediocre, honestly. I mean, like, I guess it was kind of cool to see Trucy in them again, and I guess it's good that this game went back to actually doing their cases in chronological order, but, I don't really remember anything from this case that was good. So, yeah. 6-3, once again we're defending Maya, but what makes this better is that we get that whole moral dilemma sort of thing with that one couple. I don't even remember their names, but at least it had some tension in that. 6-4, again, another filler case, but this might be a hot take. I actually enjoyed this one because it's Simon Blackwell and Athena, and I just really appreciate their sibling dynamic, and we actually get a little more. We see a different side of Simon, so that's cool. And it feels like we get a little more closure on his character, so I really appreciated that. 6.5, kind of mediocre. This might be a hot take, but it's just so much longer than it needed to be. And again, another retcon on Apollo's backstory. And I feel like 𝔫𝔬𝔦𝔱𝔢 was not the most well-written prosecutor ever. It felt almost like they were trying to do another Simon Blackwell, but then, I don't know, he's also just, his personality is very inconsistent throughout the game. It's like they couldn't really make up their mind, but then they just dug themselves into a deeper hole. And I wanted to be sad for Apollo about his dad. I wanted to, care about the whole thing with Dirk. I wanted to care about 𝔫𝔬𝔦𝔱𝔢's sacrifice for whatever that girl's name was, but I just couldn't bring myself to. So, yeah. I mean, it felt preachy at the end. It felt like they wrapped everything up a little bit too nicely. So, it just, yeah. I did not play the 6 DLC either, because it just felt like a waste of time, honestly. Okay, so Ace Attorney Investigations, I'm already gonna say that the second one's definitely way better than the first one, but, first one, I mean, yeah, mediocre. Turnabout Airlines was, it was alright, I guess. I mean, objectively, I'd still much rather do any of the ones from Ace Attorney Investigations over most of the Apollo Justice cases, to be honest, because they're just too freaking long. Except Turnabout Blaze. Turnabout Blaze is terrible, but we'll get to that later. The third one is, it's okay. Honestly. This is a backstory one, and I love me a good backstory case, so we're putting it in great, because we need more Bratworth. Turnabout Blaze, terrible. It is too long, and too preachy at the end as well. But again, if I had to choose between Turnabout Blaze and the final Spirit of Justice one, I'd probably still pick Turnabout Blaze. Okay, so then Ace Attorney Investigations 2, as within the tutorial case going there. This one was good. It did drag on too long, which is a common complaint I have for the Investigations in Apollo Justice series, but it's good. We get Eustace, or Sebastian, whatever you call him. You get Judge Gavel. It kind of sets up the whole rivalry that they have, so that's cool. Oh, okay, I love the flashback case with his dad. I really liked that. It's actually going in Elston. I really loved his dad. All the random ironic foreshadowing moments where he's just thinking about his son half the time, and it's so sweet, but it's sad knowing what happens to him later. It's just, he even says Eureka, the same as Miles. And the thing with Eddie Fender and that whole, oh, it's so good. It's so good. That case, oh, it's so good. Anyway. And just, the way it's interconnected to the same people in the same case is, Okay. I also just think Investigations 2 did a better job with the overarching mystery and connections between its characters better than the first Investigations did, so that was cool. This one was kind of fillery. I honestly don't remember what happens in it, and I feel like Kay gets over it way too quickly, so this one's actually going down here. The final Investigations is pretty good, actually. I loved seeing Sebastian finally stand up to his dad and have some agency. That was really sweet. I he's just one of those characters that like you have this like because I didn't care for the guy at first, but then after seeing him get yelled at by his dad, it was really sad actually. Like I kind of felt bad. So this was a good case, I would say. This was good. These ones are not in order, but I feel like you all can guess which ones are gonna be on there. Okay, so the first one, V3, I really enjoyed this one. Like, the emotional stakes of this were incredible. The whole thing with Kaede was also, like, really sad, but was really well done. And it's just, it was such, like, it was probably the best first case out of any of the Danganronpa games. It was really good. Second one, though, was going down there. Like, Himiko, just explain your magic trick already. We could have had this case done if she had just explained her magic trick. And just, I wasn't a fan of Kurumu's backstory. That felt kind of, I don't know. I was gonna say unrealistic, but I guess there's a lot of unrealistic things in this game. Did not care for this guy. Also just did not care for this case at all, to be honest. This case, again, did not care that much about. I guess it was kind of sad what happened to the Gonta and all that, but did not really care about this case. The Kaito and Kokichi one was pretty good. I'll admit, it was good. It was cool how they set up such, like, an impossible case that not even almost Danganronpa, but not even Monokuma could really see or figure out. I thought that was really cool. And it's just, it was really, there was good emotional stakes in this one too. The final one, it's alright. Oof, hiccups. It was alright, honestly. I don't know how I feel about the plot twist at the end. I honestly still don't know how I feel about it. And it just convinces me more that Rantaro should not have died. Well, also Kaede too, but like, at least her death had a purpose. Rantaro just, like, he should have lived. Anyway. The first one for Danganronpa 2, that was good. That was a good trial. I don't think it was as good as the first one for V3, but this was a good trial. We got to see Nagito's true colors come out, and we get the whole emotional stakes of the betrayal, and we really get to see the whole the change in difficulty from Danganronpa 1 to 2 is kind of crazy. I will say. So that was interesting, and it was nice that they actually, killed off a character that deserved to be killed off in the first trial. Just saying. Okay, again, might be a little biased to Danganronpa 2. I love this trial, because we get the whole thing with the backstory with Fuyuhiko and Mahiru. We get the whole Kuzu Peko thing at the end. It was so good. It was so good. And what Danganronpa 2 does really well is that in every trial there's always so many different red herrings, especially in terms of the suspects. I mean, even though Nagito's objectively, like, the most suspicious person in every single trial, probably, it's like, even within the first and second ones, you're like, oh, but it's, like, this person, but this person's also sus, and, like, all that. Like, there's so many possibilities. And the second trial is really good use of the backstory to make you really emotionally attached right before they die. That was really good. And the second trial for the first game was kind of rough, and I don't feel like Mondo's motivation was the most fleshed out. Like, at least some of them have somewhat understandable reasons for murder. He just got a little mad. That's it. Like, I don't care for this trial at all. And if it weren't for Byakuya intervening, we probably could have reached the answer so much sooner. So, yeah, I don't care for this trial. The Mekon one is good, but it's probably my least favorite from the second game just because it's Mekon. And I don't. Yeah. It is kind of. I do have to admit, it's kind of scary how close she was to getting away with everything if it weren't for the whole, like, Nagito finding the rope and all that. So I do have to respect that at least. And at least the musical has Cases of Despair. The Celeste one was. It was alright. I mean, I respect the her being calculating, but it was okay, I guess. Ugh. Okay. Forget what I said about the Mekon one. This is my least favorite one from Danganronpa 2. It the freaking grape house, strawberry house is so annoying, and it just even on my second playthrough, you'd think it would go faster. No, it did not. I still do not understand how that house works and the freaking octagon thing and oh, there's just so many things. So I died so many times. Do you know how many times I had to hear Hajime say this over and over?
Damn it!
How many times this happened? How many times Nagito hit this annoying mean girl pose at me? Like, it was just... Like, I was genuinely wanted to throw my phone across the room when I was playing this. Like, I love Gundam, and I respect that at least he was caring for them enough to not want to die of starvation, but why do you have to put us through this? Why? Okay, the Sakura trial is pretty good, I'll admit. That one was... definitely had emotional stakes. It was sweet seeing Aoi's devotion, and it was sad. So yeah, I'll put it there, I'd say. Okay, you know I'm biased. We know we're putting the Nagito trial. It's just too good. It's too good not to. It's so like it's scary how smart that guy is. It's the emotional stakes, the fact that he did all that to throw them off, and even if they figured out the whole thing was fake, they still wouldn't know who threw the fire grenade with poison, and it was, it's so good. It is the best trial, I think, in all of Danganronpa. It's so masterfully crafted, and it's incredible. This trial, I think is good, I just don't remember anything about it, so I guess I'll put it here. It was cool seeing the whole reveal with Junko and all, but... Oh wait, is this the final one, or is this the... Wait, I can't tell, is this the final one, or is this the final one? I mean, either way, they're going in probably the same spot. So, you know. And as for our last one... Yeah. We know where that one's going. I love Rizuru Kamakura, and I love that whole reveal, and Hajime's has like the most well-voiced mental breakdown ever. Oh, like, the lore from Danganronpa 2 is so good, and I just really love the whole connection with the reserve course, and we learn about the terrible experimentation, and Izuru, and then, like, in the anime you learn more about it. Like, they really... like, kept everything in that arc. It's so good. Like, and then, I mean, not only does he have a mental breakdown, which anyone would do in his situation, because it's a messed up dilemma he's put under, but he also kind of temporarily just gives up, which anyone would do. He is just a kid here. He thinks he's going to die pretty much either way or turn into a Zuru, and it's like you see his subconscious fighting back, and it's so... Oh, it's such a good trial. Probably like second to the Nagito trial. It is so cool seeing Hajime slowly like slip, basically. And then he like rises above it, and it's so cool. You get the Super Saiyan form, and that one shot that Shuichi totally stole from, and it's so, oh.
No, that's not me! Shut up! Leave me alone! I don't understand it at all.